Okay, here we are, episode 28, Candlekeep Mysteries. Back after a little bit of a week-long break. We are currently one person down, but hopefully they'll join us in a little moment. So yeah, here we are, kind of just about to start the next kind of mystery. So last time, y'all turned up after your little jaunt to the hot springs, where you looked into a mystery there that turned out to be some hags trading as some managers, but you easily dispatched of them. One of them did get away alive though, so we'll see if they crop up again in the future. Who knows? But yeah, upon returning, you kind of split up a bit. Yeah, Salam, he went off to the smithy to pick up something he had commissioned. We'll be looking into that in a moment. And then he also sold off a few bits and bobs that he picked up on the mission that has been distributed between everyone. Yeah, and then everyone else kind of reported to the keeper. And Keenerin also submitted his report that he will have written up and sent to the keeper. Then you were given the kind of hook for the next thing. So you were told about a village of Gripley that the keep has a good relationship with, as they supply the keep with a steady and good supply of seafood, particularly crab. The village had kind of tasked or commissioned the keep with finding a lost book. So the book has been found and given to the party to deliver. Upon inspection, the book is a tome that, when opened, contains a bag of dry clay and 3 wooden cylinders carved with words and images. And it's been missed for quite a long time, and it's finally been found and set to be delivered to the village. But there is also some cause for concern, as the village has missed its last few deliveries, and there have been rumors of monstrous serpents in the area. So that's something that you'll also need to look into. So regarding transportation there, once everyone is ready to depart, you'll be traveling there by sea. So we're near the sea. So let's say there's just around the bend, there's a port that you can embark on your journey from. There will be a captain that you'll be meeting with. Let me just grab his name. Where are we? His name is Mito Jans. I'll type that in chat for Mito, maybe Mito. We'll see. We'll just go with whatever. But yeah, he's the kind of captain that will be helping you on your voyage towards the Gripley village. So yeah, you're kind of just prepping to head on out on your way there. So yeah, kind of taking care of a few loose ends, maybe stocking up on supplies and whatnot, and then kind of setting off to investigate this next mystery. So I can quickly find the handouts for what was given to you. So here we are. So okay. So this is yeah. Okay. So this is the book that you were given. Upon opening it, you find this inside. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, you have these 3 wooden cylinders with carvings on them, and it's kind of a little bag of clay in there as well. That would be an astute conclusion. So yeah, let's say you kind of wrap things up, and then you have the kind of a long rest where you kind of recover from the little jaunt, although you did spend some extra time there, and yeah, that's where you leveled up to 6. And so yeah, you can you can have the next morning to kind of gather yourselves together, take care of anything, buy supplies and whatnot. I know Salam will be wanting to meet up with Vanya, so I'll get her ready there so we can do that. I just need to quickly get the things for her and refresh myself. There we go. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, so we can get stuck into preparing for the journey. Let's say while everyone's getting ready, Kane can retroactively get anything ready, but let's say he's kind of spending some time with Miss Nis getting, I don't know, whatever. He's doing his thing. Breaking the news. I gotta go away. I'm just stepping out for a pack of smokes. I'll be back soon. Yeah, you might see, you could probably get in touch with Chadwick while everyone's preparing, but let's say he's kind of spending some time on his own, and kind of next time you see him, he'll have his new kind of image going on here. Maybe I can zoom in with the stream camera there. There we go. So he's got a bit of a new image to match his kind of new dark powers. Yeah. Yeah. Very. Yeah, Shadowwick. Yeah, that's the one. Very good. Yeah, so you got some concerns for him, but he hasn't tried to kill any of y'all, and the kind of shadow step that you saw kind of just came out when there was like a bit of a like kind of clutch situation. So, and he does seem to be himself still, but maybe a little bit down. But he kind of got picked up with some of the words from Azza, so he he seems just a little bit, you know, angsty and whatever. It's fine, probably. So yeah, what are you getting up to for like the evening and then the morning before setting off? Mm-hmm. Mm. Very good, very good. Mm. Okay. So yeah, you can in the morning you can kind of check in on them and see how things are going. Let's see, what did I put here? So yeah, they've only just kind of gotten hold of them, so they've kind of just settled them in and given them kind of like a kind of generic once over. And yeah, they've tried again. They've tried the general kind of curse removals and strong dispels of magic, and none of those have worked. So they're going to start experimenting with the materials they gave you that you gave in the samples, and then they're going to kind of investigate from that. So it might take a little bit longer than just a day, but yeah. So they're looking into it, and the people at the keep, they've been given a comfortable place to stay. So yeah, what were they? So Glitter, Falthrax, and Gorber have been kind of settled into the keep, and they're being helped and seen to. Mm. Yeah, Glitter will be very happy and thankful that he's been liberated. Once he's settled and has the curse removed, he'll be able to travel back to the keep and not the keep, travel back to Waterdeep, where he'll be able to kind of get back to where he was, reestablish his roots, and then after that he'll be able to forward his promise of a reward to you. So that'll take a little bit of time to take care of, but that's some money coming to you in the future. Yeah, so he was part of the Jewelers Guild in Waterdeep, I believe. Diamonds. He'll see what he can manage. Well, if you have a particular request, you could always posit it to him, and you'll see what he can do. What? So what would you want? What was it? Like 300 gold diamonds or something? Okay, I'll make a note of that. He. Hmm. Yeah, so he'll say it's been a while since he's been back to the guild and his store, but he'll see what supplies he has back home, and then he'll kind of look into that and kind of get something back to you as soon as he's like back to where he was from. Mm. Okay, very nice. Mm-hmm. Ah. Hmm. I have nothing off the top of my head. I could have. I don't know if there's any like homebrewed I know there's that document we had, so we could maybe try and look into that. Hmm. Yeah, I'll have a look at that. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have a look at that. So it's got the fate, the just a normal value that you could sell them for, but we could probably find something interesting for you to brew. Definitely. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, so you guys can kind of think on that and maybe pitch me a few ideas of what potions might be interesting than the standard ones. So yeah, we could have a think about that, and yeah, you could definitely do that. There's definitely lots of resources at the keep here, and there'll be plenty of books and an area for the kind of like experimentations that can be done with the alchemical ingredients you've found. That way. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, so you could maybe kind of make it into some sort of like throne dispel thing. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, that could be good. So on it, you probably need maybe a few extra things to make it, but yeah, we could make like maybe a dispel grenade, or maybe it would need to be drunk to be really strong. I don't know if you could like spike someone's drink with like a dispel spell, or you could maybe turn it into like a thrown like holy water bomb thing. I don't know. Yeah. Hmm. Maybe. I think it would be more like it would impact the person who consumed it for the dispel. So like you could spike someone's drink with it, or you could turn it into like a vial that you would like just throw at someone as a thrown weapon, and then it would break and kind of dispel any magic on them. Or you could like pour it onto like a glyph or something to dispel that as well. So yeah, we could do that. So yeah, we can have a look into what unicorn horns and the other one does. Excellent. Good. So yeah, you kind of talk together with Keenerin and kind of spend maybe a little bit of time doing that. And then yeah, Azza, what are you up to? Mm-hmm. Yeah. What kind of polish do you use for your armor? Good old spit shine. Which fat? Oh, cockatrice fat. Okay. That might be hard to come by. But yeah, you could do that. So yeah, you kind of deep in thought about something. Maybe you go down to the smithy and use their kind of some of their kind of things, and yeah, you could polish your armor there. Yeah, maybe help out a little bit and maybe earn some extra pocket money and get yourself a longbow if that's something. Or you could like take a loan out to buy a longbow if you're saying you wanted one of those. But yeah, we could see. But yeah, so you're kind of just polishing your armor. Sorry, very deep in thought. Very good. A lot to think about, indeed. So yeah, Salam, you have your commissioned trinket that you had there. Where was the description? I can read that out again. Yeah, so like a sizable pendant made of platinum hanging from a elegant but strong chain of platinum. The pendant is a crescent moon surrounded by a number of stars with a tiny twinkling gem in each one. In the opening of the crescent moon rests a shooting star made of a small diamond, and its trail is made up of crushed shards of diamond. So yeah, very nice piece of jewelry there. So yeah, you got that, and you can probably spend like a little bit of time trying to find where Varnier is. But yeah, eventually you'll find her. She's kind of busy going about doing her work, but she's also kind of looking after the orphaned Galeby here as well. So like, what kind of time would you be approaching them? Sorry. Mm. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Yeah, you remember her being quite an early riser, so yeah, you could probably find her very early if you needed to. Yeah. Ah, yes, Salam. I remember you. Yes, it's been a while. Yes, we can sit. We can have some tea. I believe that was enjoyable last time. Yeah, so she'll invite you to sit, and she'll spend a moment kind of preparing some nice breakfast tea and some uh, rich tea digestives as well. Nice biscuits to go with your tea. So yeah, she'll kind of put that down and kind of look at you. Yeah, looking at her, she has a bit of a pained kind of expression, but she's doing her best to kind of keep it down and appear pleasant. How have you? It's the experience still has its hold on me, and I'm doing my best, but suddenly needing to care for a small child has been taxing, but I'm adapting. There's plenty of literature on raising children, so I've looked into that, but that's neither here nor there. Perhaps you can regale me of your recent goings-ons. Mm. Mm. Yeah, she kind of like coughs on the tea, and you do see her blushing slightly. But oh, yeah, she kind of looks at it for a while and says, "Ah, yes, the moon. I've never had a particularly strong relationship with the moon, but I know you are in some way connected to it, so yes, it must be a good thing. But I did enjoy your company, but so perhaps there would have been a possibility there. But yes, maybe once Galeby has matured and moved on, I would be more free for such pursuits. But for now, yes, I would be very much happy being a good friend, and I will forever treasure this. Yes, I'm afraid I do not have anything prepared for you, but if the mm, I'm sure appreciate is an understatement. I will treasure this always, and yes, who knows what the future holds for us? We shall see. But yes, I will. This is definitely one of a kind, and I yes, a little bit struggling for words, but I've never really been one for courtship, as you say. I've been quite dedicated to my work, but yes, that's pleasant. Yes, yes. Hmm. And she kind of just goes silent, just looking at it. Hmm. Yes, I'm. Yes, likewise to you too. I'm not particularly strong, but I have connections and I am knowledgeable. And yes, you know how the sun and the moon have their relationship in disguise. So perhaps we will do the same. I don't know. I'm just rambling now. Anyway, yes. Hmm. Thank you. Yes. Um, she looks very awkward, but she doesn't protest, and yeah. Oh, yes. Your position here will be busy, I'm sure. But yes, I won't be a stranger to you, and yes, don't be a stranger to me. I'll be here when you return. Same place. Yes. And then you kind of just finish up with just idle chit chat, and then at some point you'll rejoin the rest of the gang, I presume. Okay. All right. So yeah, you find everyone else. Perhaps this took place a little bit earlier, so you kind of reconvene with everyone in the kind of dining area, and you kind of get down to breakfast. Chadwick turns up late with his new image, and everyone else appears for breakfast as they do. So yeah, yeah. He kind of notices you and says, "Well, yeah, kind of, I don't know. It suits my mood, I guess. But yeah, I kind of liked the nail stuff I had at the spa, and I thought I'd look into what else there was, and here I am. Yeah, yeah. I had a friend who gave me the makeover. But yeah, I will. Mm. Oh yeah, yeah, we are. Any? I haven't been on a ship at all. I'm sure it'll be fine. I hear the captain's captainly. Mm. Sea legs. Oh. Well, we'll sort it. We'll be fine. Mm. Yeah, you do know you'll be traveling on the ship. You probably will have been informed that it will take about a day and a half as well to journey on the ship to where you're headed. You've just been inst. Mm. Yeah, yeah, go ahead. Mm. Okay. Mm. Mm-hmm. Ooh, who's that? Who's that misguided? There he is. Excellent. Yeah, no worries. Okay. Well, yeah, it needs to happen. Okay. Are you able to hop in Foundry then and kind of get on? No worries. Yeah. So, mm, it was very romantic. So basically, we're kind of just getting ready to set off to the docks and set sail to the next place. So if you had anything you wanted to buy or prepare, or if there's anyone you wanted to talk to, you can kind of do that now before setting off. Hmm. Yeah, she'll be here. Oh, very nice. Gripply Village, yeah. So yeah. Hmm. What? I don't know. you can well I'd need to pull up the rules, but yeah, there's like something for like spreading rumors. Yeah. And that would probably need some downtime to do that. I'll quickly look that up if you actually want to do that. Where are we? Let me see. Downtime activities, carousing. No comment. Here we go. Yeah, sowing rumors. Yeah, Candlekeep's pretty big, so it would count as a city. So you would need quite a lot of days according to this. You to like sow proper rumors, it takes in a city. Well, even if it's downgraded to a town still takes 46 days, and it'll take like 1 gold per day to cover the cost of like socializing and spreading those rumors, unless there's a new This is from the Dungeon Master's Guide. But yeah, so you don't really have time to do that, but you could probably just like say it to people in passing if you wanted, really. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah. So as are you gonna be looking to buy a oh shit, did I not do my audio properly? Um oh damn, hold on. Hold on. My audio is a bit screwy, hold on. Um I think I know why it's not. Yeah, hold on, I need to try and fix some audio here. How did I fix this before? Say words. Words? Okay, well, that's not working. It's one of these. How about this? Any? No, it's not working still. Fuck. Fuck. Um, it's in Streamlabs. It's not picking up my desktop audio, which is where everyone is coming from. Yeah, I'm fiddling with the sources now. Yeah. No, well, it was fine until today. It's not working now. So maybe if I go into, maybe it's a Discord thing. This has happened before. Since we started, I think so, yeah. Let me see. Input device. Okay, maybe this will work. Can you guys say something? Ooh, okay. That's the wrong one then. Yeah, maybe this one. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, it's still not picking up my desktop audio though, which is Hold on. Why is this like this? Hmm. I've had this happen in the past. I can't remember. Let's. And a while back. Let me see. Streamlabs desktop audio. Let's see what Google says. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we'll be back after. We'll be right back, stream.
And then I got it, and then I beat the first act in like literally a day, and I was like, "This is fucking all they have? Are you serious?" I was like, "For $60, this is what I get, a day's worth of content."
You get level 4.
Yeah, you get level 4. I was like, "This is fucking stupid." I will not be buying early access games anymore.
Yeah.
Hey.
Just wait till that shit comes out.
Yeah, I haven't picked it up for that reason. I'm waiting for it to be fully released. Anyway, so we're back live now. Really sorry about that. Technical difficulties, it happens. I think. I mean, is it going? Wait, can you guys say
Testing,
something?
testing, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, it's picking up you guys.
Yeah, can you hear us now?
Good.
Yeah. Can you one of you check the stream to see if like you can hear everyone? So
Yeah, give me a sec. I'll mute my.
yeah,
Yeah, we're
everyone
good.
else
I
just
can hear it.
chat shit.
Yep, stream audio good.
Excellent, good.
Good.
All right, so let's crack on then.
It's good.
Excellent. So yeah, where was I? So yeah, kind of things that have gone on. So Kinoren did some baking. Salam met with Vanya and gave the gift and said he wanted to court her, but things are in the way. Maybe that's gone to the direction of maybe in the future something will work out. Chadwick has his new image as was polishing his armor. I was going to ask if he wanted to try and buy a longbow.
Can't afford it.
Can't afford it. Okay. Kane.
How much you need for a longbow?
50.
Sorry, 50
50.
gold.
Oh, Kane would give that to Azza.
It's fine. I've still got my crossbow. But thank you.
You let me know.
Okay.
I will.
So
if
yeah,
I get desperate.
If you're handing out gold, I'll take 50.
Kane
What are you buying?
was saying goodbye to Miss Nis as well, and yeah. So any other supplies you guys are picking up? Any rations or anything?
Oh yeah. I think I need rations.
Oh yeah, let me check my ration situation.
Yeah, you guys can.
I've got 10 days still.
Yeah. You guys can buy rations for like the standard rate. It'll be fine. If you need some, just pick some up, and that's fine. So yeah.
Oh, you know what? How much? Oh, I don't need that. Never mind.
Okay.
What else? I'm trying to see if there's anything else I need. Is there any place in Candlekeep that like sells potions or anything like that, or no?
There'll be somewhere. Yeah.
You know what? We can mess with it later. I don't need any right now. I'm good.
Okay.
I've got 2 potions of healing, so I'm good.
All right. So yeah, you guys are all ready to go. Miss Nis kind of waves you all off, mainly Kane, kind of waving a little a silk like little handkerchief as you kind of depart from the keep on your next journey. I presume you invite Chadwick to come with you. Yeah, so yeah, you guys kind of head out the keep and kind of just go round down to the dock area. So there's
Guam
no.
actually likes Chadwick a lot more now that he's a little edgy.
Excellent. Do you as maybe over the morning, do you do anything with the cylinders at all, like the book of cylinders even?
Guam doesn't.
I actually was really interested in what the picture might be if they were put together.
So I mean, there is the kind of dried clay in the box with them here, so you could kind of use a bit of water and kind of dampen the clay and roll them out and kind of see if that produces anything.
Sure, it's just clay, right? What's the worst that can happen?
Okay, so yeah, let's say you do this kind of over breakfast just before heading out. Yeah, you kind of look over the cylinders. Each one is covered with writing and simple images, and so it seems to be kind of three pieces, so maybe three parts to it. Let's see. So you kind of take out some of the clay, you wet it and kind of spread it out over a relatively thin surface, and then you kind of take each cylinder and you kind of roll it over the clay, and it leaves a very clear impression into the clay. So it's not in common, but it is written in Dwarvish script. Does anyone recognize that?
Nope, I just got common, Sylvan, and Elvish.
Let me double check.
So
I
it's
think Keenorn can.
So it's like a combination of Dwarven script and some simple pictograms.
Let's see, Elvish, Gnomish, Dwarvish. Yep.
Okay, so yeah, Keenerin will be able to kind of facilitate that. So you kind of go over them, and then you kind of like kind of work out which one is first, second, and then third. So I'll do this for you. So the first cylinder shows and explains how the Gripply, the frog people, became quite skilled at harvesting giant crabs, which are loaded onto seagoing vessels and taken away while the frog folk apparently celebrated a new kind of found source of wealth, and you can see kind of images depicting them kind of harvesting the crab, and then their village kind of growing bigger and more happy and having more things. And yeah, it all looks very good and happy. The second cylinder kind of depicts some serpent-looking creatures lurking ominously outside the village. And before they know it, the serpent folk are kind of rushing forwards and either capturing or killing any of the frog folk that might stand against. The final kind of image on this cylinder depicts the village falling into disarray, giant crabs escaping cages and running wild, and then kind of just disappearing back into the sea. The third and final cylinder depicts a kind of brief kind of episode where there's the aftermath of the Serpent Folk's assault. The village is vacant and many of its buildings lay in ruin or completely flattened. But still standing is the Gripply's temple to their deity, which appear to be occupied and taken over by the serpent-like snake creatures. So yeah, I'll paste that into chat for you. So you kind of spend your breakfast kind of laying this out, and Keenerin kindly translates any of the dwarven script on the kind of impressions into the clay. Yeah, and I imagine, I don't know, something like prestidigitation or maybe shape water, whatever, you could like just extract the water back out of the clay and kind of pack it back into the bag or something. Maybe. I don't know if any of you have that.
I will double check.
If not,
Got
yeah.
Shocking Grasp, Mid Hand, Chill Touch, Fireball.
Got thaumaturgy.
I don't know. But yeah, I don't know, you could just pack the wet clay back into the bag and say it came like that. But yeah, Or let's just say there's enough clay for another helping of it. So yeah. But yeah, so basically you find these stories from the three cylinders.
A frog folk legend told in the dwarven tongue.
Mm. Yeah, so a combination of dwarven script and pictographs.
Is this the legend or is this current events? What are we walking into here?
Looks something like a bedtime story, if you ask me.
Not a very happy one.
Best
Indeed.
kind. Keep the little runts in bed, don't you think?
Yeah, the last story went really well for you.
Not if you had some sort of snake
Yeah.
coming for you.
Honestly, I've had enough of fucking storybooks, to tell you the truth. If this goes anything like the last one, I might have to reevaluate this whole Keeper's Hands thing.
If this goes like the last one, we're gonna have to destroy these damn tubes first thing. We ain't having that again.
No need to destroy it. We might have to pay for it out of pocket.
Yeah, so
that's right.
you will know that the Gripply village commissioned the keep to find these ancient texts and return them. So you're kind of just delivering that, but also kind of following up the kind of missing shipments and mysterious rumors that have been going on.
So
So
do
yeah.
we think that history is going to be repeating itself then?
Well, maybe we should go back to the village and maybe they'll have more detail on these here stories if it's from their domain.
Well, let's go get on the ship and get going then.
So yeah, you head out of the keep. You blast past security because you're heading out, and you flash your badges, and you have no kind of hindrance regarding that. And you kind of follow the path and the route that takes you to the port for that is belongs to the keep. Kinyarin, you'll probably know where that is, so you can guide everyone very easily. So yeah, you head to the port and you kind of ask around. Yeah, your kind of presence has already been notified, so the kind of dock master will be able to direct you to a sizable looking sea vessel. Yeah, nothing overly grand. There's no rows and rows of cannons, but it looks seaworthy. And yeah, you kind of see a very tall, strong-looking half-orc kind of standing near the entrance, kind of barking orders at just the deckhands and other kind of people that presumably are working on the ship.
Well, are we all ready to board?
Mytor, I presume?
He kind of turns around and kind of looks around and then looks down and then notices you. Are you the book nerds that have been sent to sort this Gripply village out?
Do we look like book nerds?
I don't know. They seem to change every day. One moment the little scrawny things, next thing you know, you're getting clocked in the face by a 3-part series. Anyway, what I believe there's an Azza, a Kane, a Kino Rin, a Salam, and a Chadwick. Wait, who's who? Who's who? And yes, I am Mito Yans. Pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
I am Salam.
Yeah, pleasure.
I am Kane. It is
Yeah.
a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Very nice, very nice.
Kieran here.
Very good. Yeah, yes, Kinyarin. Been at the keep a while, haven't you? Yes, very good. And that must be... He kind of points at Azza. Are you Chadwick or Azza?
I'm Azza. The other
Very
one's
good.
Chadwick.
Oh, oof. Well, he looks like a stiff breeze will knock him over. Make sure you don't go near the edge of the boat. Not going to be stopping to drag your ass out of the water. Now,
It's the skinny jeans. They make him look even more skinny than he is.
yes, he is definitely wearing skinny jeans. Now, yeah, have you all been on a boat before?
Yes.
No.
Alright, for those of you who have not, keep the wet stuff on the outside and stay on the inside where it's usually dry. There might be a bit of rain, but I think we're going to get good weather. Should take only a day and a half to get to our destination aboard the mighty fine ship known as the... what was it again? Fuck.
Forgot the name of your ship.
The dog
The mighty
ear.
fine.
The dog
The
ear.
The
what?
dog.
The dog ear. Ever heard of a dog?
Yes.
Yeah, it's ear of it, cause they're pointed. It goes up like the sail, and we need the sail to go forwards. And dog ears
We
pick
tell
up
them this.
all kinds of dangers.
And lean
Yeah.
over. Should we tell him that some dog ears flop down?
Oh, let's not ruin his parade. He looks like he's put a mighty bit of thought into this.
Don't ruin his immersion.
All right. So no dilly dallying. I do expect you to kind of clean up after yourselves and not be too much of a burden. But you don't have to do too much of the ship duties. I've got a crew to take care of that. So yeah, just stay out the way. Don't cause any troubles. Don't fight any of the crew, even if they try and fight you. Just tell them no, and if they need to, I'll fight them and smack them into water. But there should be no problems, and there should be a pretty smooth voyage. Are we good to go?
Excellent. Aye, aye,
I believe we
matey.
are.
Yeah, aye. Yeah, oh, you'll fit right in, you will. So we'll head. What?
Oh, we appreciate the hospitality.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It might be a bit rough. I don't know what you're used to. There's Amex in the sleeping quarters. There's a mess hall, or room. Got some lemons and whatever. Yeah. So yeah, all aboard, and we'll be heading off shortly. Day and a half, nothing too much. Feel free to go about the ship as long as you don't get in the way, and there should be no problems.
What do you know about the Gripply area?
Oh, what do I know about them? I've sent a few transport runs there. Yeah, I guess I'm a little bit of a book person myself. Have you heard of my writings? Meter
I
Jans.
haven't.
Yeah, I've published my own book. I have a doctorate, so maybe I'm the nerd. No,
Oh, why
no,
yes, of course we've heard about him.
yeah. So yeah, what did you think on my hot take on fish anatomy?
I think it
thought-
was mighty. It was just so informational. It blew my mind.
And
Oh,
insightful, right?
yeah, always
Exactly.
always good to meet a fan.
I
If you
went
have,
in knowing nothing about fish, and I came out feeling like I could run with the best of them.
oh, that's good to know. If you have your copy on you, I'll sign it for you.
Oh, unfortunately, I don't. I didn't want it to get it wet, just in case if anything happened. I value my treasures, so that keeps them safe back in my sleeping quarters.
I thought they were
He's very
published.
particular with his books.
I thought they were published in a way that meant them waterproof because it's about fish, innit? Anyway,
When it
yeah.
comes
You
to
know-
treasures like that, you take no chances, my friend.
All right, fair enough. But yeah, I am a published known author, Fish Anatomy, specializing in the Sahuagin fish people.
Sahagwin.
Yeah, that one.
Wait, say that again.
Sahuagin. Sahuagin. Sorry,
Lion.
yeah, it's not. Yeah,
Legend.
that one. But yeah, anyway, all aboard, and yeah, don't fall off. I won't be turning around to pick you up again.
But what do you know of the area around Gripply?
Oh,
The
there's a
are the
village.
seas full of the Sahuagin?
Not in that area, just abruptly. The giant crabs, they're usually in their cages though. There's a trading post which we'll be heading to first, and that's where we'll get ourselves situated and kind of catch up with what is going on with the missing shipments. Because we have promises, we have contracts. It's not on. It's not on. Missing shipments.
How
Alright.
giant is a giant crab?
Pretty.
Are we talking? Go ahead.
It's pretty big. Like if you put all of you into one hard-shelled meat pile, that'll probably equate to a giant crab.
It's a big crab.
Big crab. A lot of meat though. Good eatings that. Alright.
Really keep that in mind. It would be dangerous if they were hungry.
Yeah, they'll probably gobble you right up. Especially that one in the skinny jeans. It'd be an aperitif if I ever did see one. Anyway, lunch is in the morning, and then after that we have a later lunch, and then we have afternoon snacks of lemons, and then there's a evening meal of ale and steaks and more lemons. Grog, plenty of grog. Yeah, got to keep yourself hydrated. Anyway, all aboard, off we go. So yeah, you guys get yourself situated. There's a lot of busy goings on, but once they kind of set sail, things calm down, and then there's just like a general kind of like rotating shift of people doing sailor stuff to keep things sailing. And so basically you have a day and a half of time until you get to the trading post, which is where things will get started. So yeah, we can just skip through that, or if you want to kind of talk to anyone or talk amongst yourselves and about anything, we can, yeah, include that.
I in this more isolated location, I guess. Maybe it's not. Maybe this is a bad time, but I want to find. I'm waiting for a time over this day and a half to find Salam and Kane alone together.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I mean, you could probably find them in that situation at some point.
Yeah, so I come up and approach, and I don't know, lean on a wall, over a railing, wherever we are.
Making sure
we
I'm not
get
seasick.
Yeah, 18's good.
So we're gonna address the elephant in the room.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Were you really gonna have sex with that monstrosity creature?
I give him a look.
Kane winks at him.
Kane, I saw you transform.
Oh, I do a lot of things, Asa.
Yes, but you don't become a hybrid.
Well, you see, I take many forms. Sometimes I'm a bird, sometimes I'm a man, sometimes I'm a bird man, sometimes I'm invisible.
Kane, I had enough respect for the two of you that I wanted to have this conversation in private, away from Chadwick or Kioran. The least you do is be real with me.
It sounds like he is being real with you.
What particular do you want to know, Asa? Go ahead.
I want to know if my suspicions are correct.
Your suspicions.
I've never heard of anyone being able to transform into a bird like this, though it doesn't seem outside the realm of possibilities.
Well, honestly, I can't speak for Salam, but my magic nature is a bit mysterious to me, so sometimes I'm just able to do things, and this is the honest truth.
Everything I am able to do, I get from my goddess, from Saloon.
I give him a look dead in the eyes, like, would you swear on your goddess on that?
Absolutely.
I will absolutely swear on Salam's goddess.
Not you. All right. To the being whom you worship, to whom you look for an afterlife, a second life, blessings and honor. Swear to me that you're not a were creature.
I'm not a were creature. I don't even know what's a were creature.
Oh, don't give me that bullshit. We fought
I'm
a
not
were rat on the way to Baldur's Gate.
One of those. Okay. I'm not a monster hunter like you. I don't read books on this stuff, Asa. I'm not book learned like you.
And I must admit, before coming to the keep, I was just a street child. I didn't have much of anything, really. Not even parents, so I make do with what I got.
You know me, I grew up in the Feywild. It's possible that, some of the magic of that magical plane rubbed off on me. I don't know. I assume that this power I got from my goddess, but I mean, that's what I would assume.
With a power like Kioran's doesn't turn people into hybrids.
I don't know. Have you tried some of his little hash cookies? I swear I ate one, and the other day I was seeing stars and I was seeing crazy things.
You're deflecting.
Well, I
And
do a lot of things.
Pretty sure you've only
Deflecting.
seen me turn into a raven anyway. It was just Kane that you saw in hybrid form.
It was.
So,
Although you both turn the ravens. I'm making a connection. Anyways, Ozza doesn't call you a liar, but
this whole
especially after you
hybrid
made a
thing,
pledge.
I don't even know what you're accusing me of because I simply turned into a raven.
You both turn the ravens. It's a connection. It's correlation. I'm not going to call you a liar after you made a pledge to your goddess. Although he does give you a bit of a harsh look.
Mm-hmm. So with
But
Az's kind of like knowledge of monster hunting, maybe he might not know about that specific point of lycanthropy. Or like yeah. He can probably do an insight check. And you guys will probably have to try and counter that if you want.
yeah.
So
And I'm agreeing that I've never heard of a were raven. I'm very surprised by that. But I think I know a hybrid form when I see one at the very least. And I'll roll insight.
So yeah, so you can roll insight, and you guys can
Me and
roll.
Kane were helping each other, so I think we should have advantage.
So maybe it can be separate. So since Kane was exposed as a hybrid, so he can do his own thing at disadvantage.
You are also saying that your powers come from different sources.
So
one of you can theoretically be a were raven and the other one not.
Yeah, so Kane.
Yeah, I don't mind rolling at disadvantage because he did see me.
Yeah.
Like I did in front of everybody.
So Kane, you'll be rolling at disadvantage. Salam, you can roll normally. And then
you'll be fine. My insight's okay.
Yeah, and then Azza will be inciting that.
Okay. +4 is alright, but 19 is great.
So insight 23. Wow, that's pretty high.
Didn't expect that, honestly.
So you kind of you're able
like
to.
How he says it's not great and he has a +4. What's your definition of fucking bad?
So as you kind of listen to their excuses, maybe they have like conflicting things, especially when you kind of look at Kane and the whole hybrid thing. You kind of you get the idea that maybe they're not being truthful with you, and they're maybe hiding something.
Azza,
I just look
Besides all
disappointed.
this, besides all this, you know you can rely on me for any issue, and plus I will always do what's best for me, so trust me, I have all of our backs.
I know you've never stabbed me in the back over the light of a full moon, but
Why would I do
we'll.
that?
I don't
Oh, I
really
don't know.
feel the need to justify myself any further. So
Well,
No, I guess you don't.
I'm just letting you know. For on my
Anyways,
behalf, you don't have anything to worry. I am not gonna harm anyone in this group. I only hurt people who actually have it coming, or who
you
deserve it, or who try to hurt me.
you fireballed us a few days ago.
That is
Well,
true.
but that was a necessary. That was necessary. We did it, and look how it played off.
I
Right?
think
We
we do
tried.
have different definitions of the word necessary, Kane.
Well,
But
well,
okay,
well. Listen, we got two of those hags alone.
Mm.
Right? It seemed to work. They believed us. That damage worked.
I'll give you
Um,
that.
so maybe Keenerin, I don't know what you're up to. Maybe you can be doing your own thing, but if you wanted, you could like look in on the group. Maybe you see them from a distance, kind of debating something. So you have the option to join in on this, or you can leave it, but you don't have any idea what they're talking about at the moment.
Mhm. Um. What would he want to do? He might see them, but he might just kind of let them be.
You're not quite
After
one
a
of the
while,
boys yet.
you'll see me leave, looking very disappointed.
Where's modify memory when you need it?
Wow. Okay, so yeah, that finishes. Maybe you do that during the first day of the voyage as things are kind of settling and winding down. So yeah, anything else you'd want to kind of investigate or talk about, well, for the rest of the voyage?
Hmm. The ship seems normal. I mean, it's just
Yeah,
a
it's
it's just a
just
ship.
it's a
Norm.
transport ship of a ragtag bunch of hearty seamen and the captain Mita Jans.
Nobody's suspiciously blocking off like areas of the ship. No one's
Um,
there's not a weird like there's not like a weird like twisty element to the crew. Everything seems normal.
I mean, there's that one weird guy. There's always that one weird guy, but he kind of keeps to himself. Um,
But because there's always one weird guy, he's
yeah.
actually normal.
What was the boat filled with again?
Hardy
uh,
seaman.
yeah, Hardy
Mm,
seamen. Yeah,
I knew this was
so
gonna come up.
they're on like they're going to pick up the shipment, so maybe they have just some trade goods. But yeah, so you're not really told not to be anywhere as long as you don't get in the way of the crew and their duties. You have free roaming of the ship. So yeah, you're able to go about, talk to all the seamen and stuff, and yeah.
The first night,
Mhm.
I'm gonna grab Kane, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, watch this,"
Oh
and
god.
then I'm just gonna shoot up into the sky
What the fuck? Okay.
in my armor and everything.
Well, that
I'm
is
gonna do like
mighty
a
impressive.
somersault and then land back on the ground.
Yeah. As you kind of shoot up, like one of the sailors starts screaming, like "Man overboard!" But then you kind of just hit
What?
back down and you say, "Belay that!"
Now that is a fine trick. Where did you pick that up from?
That's again something bestowed upon me by Saloon. Her powers
Well,
are all encompassing.
she has some mighty fine tricks up her sleeve.
Indeed, she does.
Hell, I wonder. Kenoran seems pretty quiet on this trip. I wonder if he's getting seasick.
Maybe. By
I
the
know he has
way,
some years on him, so but I don't know if he's ever been on a boat before. Do you think they have a Tempur-Pedic like cot for him or something.
It would be nice. I mean, I think the captain probably should have offered up his own captainly bed for Keener and seeing his advanced age and everything. Maybe like one of those ones that, like it props up your head so you don't snore and stuff.
That sounds just absolutely wonderful. I think we should bring this up next time we see Keenorn. We're gonna ask him.
Okay. By the way, I think Az is still a little suspicious of us.
A little.
Definitely. So you don't throw yourself under the rug. I would talk to him on my own and tell him exactly what it is on my part.
I think that's a bad idea. I think we should just leave it for now.
Mm. So you
Well,
guys do remember that you were kind of sworn into like a secret society kind of thing as well.
yeah.
Mm.
So
There's a
Kane
little
kind of
voice in your
wants
head
to.
that just says, "You could always push him overboard."
Kane just wants to make sure he reassures Asa that he doesn't, so he
Mm.
doesn't feel like he's gonna get stabbed in the back.
Mm. Okay. So yeah, maybe over like the evening meal of grog, steak, and lemons, you can like pull Azza to the side and have a one-to-one with him.
Asa, darling, do you have a moment?
Always.
Well, come grab your steak, lemons, and ale, grog, that brown fluffy stuff you're drinking, and let's uh let's go outside.
Hmm.
Let's.
Yeah. Step out into the bracing, salty air, the sounds of the sea around you, the stars kind of lighting up the sky nicely. Yeah, it's a nice evening.
Yeah.
Now, since
I trip a bit on the way out. After all, I don't have sea legs.
Okay.
now I
Yes.
just want to let you know that you have nothing to worry about, and there's things that I have that I can't openly discuss, but there's a reason why I have, this mask. And he's gonna touch his plague doctor mask that resembles the bird face. There are things that I can't disclose 100%.
When did. Sorry, for me as a player, when did you get that mask? Has that always been with you? Or is it.
Yeah.
Yeah, since day
Okay.
one,
Got it. Thank you.
no problem. But I will always have your back, especially in a pinch. We have been in many battles now, and I've always been there for you, never making you doubt me once. And I wish that will remain the same way.
I don't think you're a danger, Kane. We've been together for enough moons that I am not afraid of what you might do to my back. But I am hurt that you had told me that we were friends before, and there was something that you hid from me.
Well, just because I can't disclose everything doesn't mean we're not friends. I don't ask you a lot of your personal life, and I don't try to dwell in your deepest secrets because I know in some places those are not areas where people want guests. And while I do cherish your friendship, and I really do, and I rely on you 100%, there are things that I can't be open about.
There are mysteries that we keep to ourselves, but some things are worth being open about as well. I hope you are making a correct decision.
Well, of course. And if there ever comes a time where I need to be open, like when I shifted, it was for the better of the group to make sure we all remain safe and we all make it out alive. Come on, look at me. I put myself in danger's way, and I'm far from the one who should be in the front line. I'm built like a wet piece of paper.
It's true.
If it bothers you any, I don't hunt. I don't hunt creatures that are not threats. It's not worth my time or the degradation of nature to fight something that is not a threat to civilization or the balance of nature.
Well, that's very
Whatever
admirable.
whatever it is that keeps you from being honest, truthful, no, perhaps open is the better term. I hope you have confidence that my silver is meant for other beings.
Of course. Most of these things that I keep to myself, it's not because I distrust the group. It's just if God's forbid something happened because of it that could put you guys in danger, I wouldn't want that to happen. I'd rather keep it to myself so we could elude that. There's no need to bring any more misfortune to this group. We have been handling well, and I'd like to keep it that way. And we are making a mighty fine bit of coin, which I'm absolutely pleased with. So how about this? We put this behind us, and when we land, we find the first tavern, and we have a drink together.
Let's think about it. I look up, what phase is the moon right now?
I don't fucking know.
It's not.
I don't know. It's round, maybe.
Round
That
what?
shit round, yo.
It's round, but maybe not all of it's lit up. Do you have a favorite?
Oh yeah, love me some waxing crescent.
All right, let's go with waxing crescent, man.
I don't fucking know.
I don't keep track of that shit. I don't know. Is this? I don't know how is this gonna play into? Oh, you want to know like that? Okay.
Nothing. It doesn't play into anything. It's
I
just
mean-
like playing to that nonverbal communication.
Yeah.
Like look to the moon.
You look to the moon and it's waxing crescent. It's so
A
it's so
good-
waxy.
A good solid moon.
Mhm.
We've got many days until it's full.
Mhm.
You know, not that that's relevant. It's not waning. What's the other one? Waning something. That would be the longest, I suppose.
Yeah.
Kane, after our talk with Az, Kane will head back with the rest of the group and enjoy the night.
Okay. So yeah, the night goes without any problems. You have some like hammocks that you can use as your beds. Yeah, with the rest of the crew. You don't really get anywhere better than the rest of the crew. This is quite a small kind of trading ship. Nothing fancy. So yeah, you guys settle in for the night, and
Out of an overabundance of caution,
Mhm.
I would probably cast Leoman's tiny hut
Okay.
around myself just in case.
Aww.
When they return after their talk, Keanorn will kind of sit there, maybe finish his food, and kind of awkwardly like clear his throat and just be like, "Gentlemen, we're all adults here, and I understand that you guys can solve your own problems. However, if need be, just know that I'm here to mediate. If anything comes up, if you can't solve it amicably, after all, I'm one of my duties of Candlekeep is to ensure that our team remains cohesive. So if there's anything that you can't solve on your own, please don't hesitate to approach me."
Yeah, you could do like one of those team building exercises. Make like a bridge out of like spaghetti or something.
I heard that one.
You are a Dow, Kinoran. Thank you for the offer.
Yes, it's much appreciated. Nothing springs to mind at the moment, but if anything does, this one will surely let you know.
Nothing
glad to hear it.
springs to mind, indeed.
So yeah, you all settle in for the night. It's a rough night of sleep, but you do get your long rest in. So as you're awakened quite early by the activity of the crew, the morning crew kind of taking over from the night crew. But it's pretty early where you start to arrive to this Gripply trading post that you've been informed of. Like maybe about an hour or so before your arrival, Mito will come and find you and inform you that you're about an hour out from making port at the trading post. So if you wanted to get ready in any way, you have an hour to do so.
Let me review my spell sheet.
Any snacks?
Looking, I'd be impressed to see what Kioran could make up on a ship as Spartan as this.
Yeah, let's go Spartan.
So close to like the hour mark, like when maybe like when we can see the actual Gripply place, I would cast aid on myself, Knorn, and Kane because we
Okay.
need the HP the most.
Okay.
Fucking Az is tanky as shit. So
It's quite misty, but as you kind of get near the coast, the majority of the mist starts to clear, so you probably feel that you are getting close to land, or you just mark the time, and as you get close, you kind of cast this on yourself.
So yeah, you guys get +5 to your max HP.
Very good. And Keenerin, do you have any nautical themed snacks for the crew? Or for the gang even?
Let's see. It would probably have to be something revolving around lemon. Maybe like a lemon tart.
Yeah, lemon tart's pretty good.
Shaped like an anchor?
Or it's like those
Yeah, I
Japanese fish cake things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha. No, yeah. He can if anybody has any requests, yeah, he can try his best.
Okay, so yeah, you kind
I
of
really like
conjure that
your
up.
treats, Kenoran. You have a real talent.
Maybe it's not up to his usual standard, but yeah, you can put something together. But yeah.
I am working with what I have, but trying
That's
my
what
best.
makes it. That's what makes it impressive. Making something good with not a lot to work with.
I never had sweets before you made these for me, Kenoran, so it's certainly appreciated and quite amazing, frankly. I didn't know that things could taste as good as this. I always just ate for sustenance.
Okay.
I'm very happy you all like it.
So, as you kind of near the coastal mist starts to clear, and you get your first good look at the Gripply trading post. You see ramshackle shelters are clustered around a kind of central, large, permanent building. The low rumble of many voices start to kind of come into earshot, and you hear this kind of soft croaking as you get closer and closer, especially once your ship pulls up into the dock. And as you kind of look down, you see a number of Gripply bearing weapons and waiting for you to kind of disembark the ship. So yeah, I'll grab everyone and go over to the scene. So yeah, bear with the stream, might have a bit of a lag while we do this.
Are they waiting aggressively or just?
Sweet boat.
I tried my best.
No, I like it. It's way better than I could draw.
So yeah,
Nice.
you're kind of, so as the ship pulls in, yeah, you kind of look down and you see kind of three Gripply creatures awaiting you, and they are armed. Let me see. There should be a handout.
I was trying to ask,
I
are they
think.
waiting like aggressively or just they're ready for anything?
They look as aggressive as any kind of guard would, but
Okay.
they're not like readying like a fireball or whatever. But yeah, so you kind of see three of these creatures kind of at ready, but they're not pointing their weapons at you.
Okay.
So it's a
Everyone, look.
frog with a smaller frog.
Yeah, they all have their little frog familiar. Sure, let's go with
Hey,
that.
look. A bow.
Mm.
Maybe there'll be an accident later.
Oh no.
Is that a
Anyways,
black spider that's the
it
string
looked
for
like
the
it.
bow? That is really cool.
Let me have a look again. Handout Grippy Warrior. Oh yeah, they do have a bow there. What the black? Oh yeah, on the bow. Yeah, I didn't notice that. Very cool. So not all of them have bows, but they are pretty much all armed with that kind of like wooden spear there. But yeah, so the ship kind of pulls into the dock and drops anchor, and Mito kind of says, "Oh, they're a bit jumpy, it seems, but yeah, things should go fine. They know
Phrasing.
what?
We call them jumpy. The
Oh,
messing below on the nose.
uh, yeah." I'll rephrase myself when I address them, but they're probably just a welcome party. We should speak to the Pond Mother. She will be the leader. Anyway, I will set about getting ready to offload. You guys do your thing. Yeah, you're the keeper's toes or fingers or something.
Exactly.
Yes. We're the
Yeah,
keeper's toes. That's definitely what he calls us.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, oof. Have at it then. But try not to make it worse than it already is. But yeah,
Yeah.
try and find out where the missing shipments are. That's kind of the main thing. And you still got the delivery, yeah? The book.
Yes, we have
Yes,
it.
we have.
All right, get that to the pond mother. Anyway, I'll get to business. You get to your thing. And by this point, like the gangplank had like hit the dock, or gangplank, I think that's the one. But yeah, and the Gripply warriors approach you. Let me see. Does anyone speak Primordial?
Nope.
Oh, Kane
No.
does. I speak Common, Celestial, Primordial, and Infernal.
So the first thing that you hear is in Primordial, and Kane, you hear, "Ugh, speak your names, say your business. Been through enough
And then
shit."
Kane will kind of step forward and in Primordial say, "Good day, my name is Kane, and these are my
Morning.
companions."
Kane, like the stick what you walk with.
Similar, just spelled a little different.
Okay. What you want?
Well, we are here to deliver some requested items, and then I'm gonna kind of wave over towards Kenoran to come up.
Yeah, Kieran will step forward.
They'll eye you
Uh,
up.
they want to know what are we doing here and our business here. They're a little bit jumpy, so pull whatever you got out very slowly so they can see it.
Yeah, Kieran will pull the book out.
They'll kind of grip their spears, but then they'll kind of
Yeah.
loosen their. I think I recognize that. You got delivery for the pond, mother?
Oh, exactly. We would like to speak to the pond mother, if you would please.
Wait here. And they'll back off, and then one of them will go running off in this direction.
What are we doing, Kane?
We're waiting for now. They're gonna go get some guards so that I guess we could be escorted to speak to the pond mother. They seem a little jumpy, but guards are typically like that. So no sudden movements, and let's try to be on our best behaviors.
What
I
language
know.
was that?
It's a primordial.
I've never heard of that. Interesting.
Me either.
One of them kind of looks at you and kind of clears his throat in a painful way. Speak common too, but primordial is easier on the voice box.
Then perhaps you speak primordial, we'll speak common, and our friend here can translate.
Yeah, good.
So
He
you
said,
understand
yes,
common
good.
then.
What was that?
So you understand common then.
Yeah, he nods.
He says yes.
Thanks, Kane.
He didn't say it, but he kind of nods. He nods
Yeah.
in primordial.
He nods in primordial.
Mm.
Can you show us what that nod in primordial looks like, Acheron?
It's kind of like a circular motion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Alright, so the Gripply that left kind of comes up and says, the pond mother will see you now. If you'd follow me.
Came to start gesturing to everybody to follow.
Mm-hmm.
As we
Leon?
walk by, too, Kane wants to take keep an eye on like the village. Like, how does everybody look? Like, do they seem worried? Like, what's the like the social setting of the
Yeah,
inhabitants?
do a perception check as you kind of go through this place. Okay, 19, very good. Yeah, 19 will be enough. So all the frog folk, the Gripply, they look very disheartened and down. Yeah, it's not a good vibe here. And yeah, there's like the main central structure, but everywhere else is kind of like just made up ramshackle tents and such. This isn't really a permanent settlement where people would typically live comfortably.
I hope they aren't looking for good news from these cylinders.
Well, hopefully we could remedy whatever's bothering them as part of our mission.
Mm-hmm.
And, expand the Candlekeep name and the reputation of the speaker's hand. Or the speaker's toes.
Yeah, toes.
Alright, so you arrive at a more elaborate looking tent, and there's two kind of strapping Gripply warriors posted at the entrance. And then you kind of are left here, and then this guy will go back to his post at the dock. I'll just get Chadwick and everyone to join you. There's Keener in there as well. I'll drag him over. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, from the tent emerges a more grandiose looking Gripply, but still a Gripply, and she kind of looks quite late on in her years, and she addresses you in primordial. I'm aware you speak the tongue of primordial, and this is all in primordial.
That I do, Your Highness.
Oh, lovely, thank you. Your formalities are appreciated. So,
on behalf of my companions and I would like to thank you for your hospitality and having us here.
yes, although the times are dire. So, I believe you have something for me, and you are from perhaps the keep.
That is correct. And Kane would kind of gesture towards Kinoran to bring the stuff up.
She'll eye up Keener
Okay.
and kind of lick her eyes with a long tongue.
So attractive.
It's so still in his hand. Kinar will kind of like show the book, kind of lift it up so she can see the front cover.
She'll bring it close, my dear. My eyes are not what they used to be.
Kinar will step forward.
She'll
She
inspect
just
it.
cleared him out with her tongue. You think she'd be able to see just fine.
Yes. What is your connection with the keep?
We are the keeper's hands. We are responsible for making sure any tasks or duties are completed with the utmost professionalism.
I see. Very nice. I am aware that we have missed our shipments of late. Things have been less than ideal, but yes. Our payment has already been given up front, and I appreciate the work of the keep. And she holds out her hand for the book. It says a long lost treasure of ours.
And,
Go ahead, Kinoran. I'll translate whatever you have to say.
Oh, I was just say he would turn over the book to her.
She kind of grasps it and then opens it up and starts inspecting the wooden tubes. Very nice. Long lost this was, but now we have our history in our hands again. I thank you.
It's no problem at all. And if you would do me the favor of, can you tell me any details about these missing shipments that you perhaps know?
Yes, perhaps we can discuss this over some refreshments. And she will kind
That
of
would be
gesture you
lovely.
to enter the large tent. You can all kind of sit round to kind of a central kind of fire, and you're kind of given these wooden bowls filled with like a kind of moist looking seaweed and possibly insects kind of like amongst it, and then some kinds of greenish looking smoothie water.
I sniff it generously for
It smells not
palatability.
great. You could probably stomach it if you tried hard.
Kane's
Yeah,
trying to be a
Salon's not going to be drinking pond scum.
Too bad I didn't bring any salt.
If this is not to your taste, maybe I can arrange something else.
Oh, I am fine, thank you. I appreciate the hospitality and the thought.
Yes, I enjoy sharing my culture with others.
Well,
yeah,
perhaps it would be
he's
rude not to taste it then.
There's no pressure. And she kind of just looks at you.
I'll take like a tiny like sip and like a tiny bite. How is it?
It's not great. I mean, it's probably food, but definitely for another
It's
palate, another
probably
race.
food.
It's
probably
food.
it's food for a it's food for something, but not for your kind of palate. Yeah.
It's really salty already, Asa.
Mm.
I don't think it needs any more.
More salt!
Well, so,
More!
yes.
Kinar would have tried some as well,
Mm.
just because he's interested in all different flavor profiles and stuff like that. So he would definitely try some too.
Keenerin, please don't try to make any of your treats taste like this.
Yeah.
I'll kind of whisper to Keenerin.
Yes, I appreciate the gesture, but I know it's not to all palates. Sometimes we do make a kind of algae jelly, which is usually more appealing to the other types, but We don't have the time currently, and yes, the situation is dire. Are you aware of anything at all?
Oops, I'm still Meldish.
Should still be 3.
Okay. Who got them?
Uh,
Everyone? Or...
he, it would have been, yeah. So it would have been Salam, Azza, and Kane.
Ra.
A tablespoon of salt a day keeps the health away. I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't overthink it.
So yeah,
Kane will just.
Mm.
I was just gonna say, Kane will just relay to her what we know so far about like the missing shipments and what's been going on. But we figured that we would get better luck speaking to someone from the area.
Yes. This is where the shipments usually come from, but not where we harvest our crab meat. That is a little ways ahead, perhaps 5 miles or so. But yes, the shipments that are missing have their reasons. We have been set upon by some serpent-like folk of variable composition. Yeah, we are not too sure what they are, but some of them are more human, some of them more serpent-like.
You
You
mean to
got
say they are different shapes, but they're all snake-like?
they have many serpent-like features, but some of them more like yourself, more bipedal and yes, not less serpentish. I don't know.
Do they have snakes for hair?
No, they are in some ways themselves snake. Sometimes the upper half is a snake, sometimes the lower half, sometimes just snake-like fleshes. You guys can do a nature check to see if you have any idea what these might be.
Can I make it with advantage because I have Volo's guide? In the first edition.
Sure.
Thank you kindly.
Okay, Kieran, yeah, you get it.
I'm not rolling because I don't think that these things would be in the Feywild, so.
Okay. Okay, so Azza and Kieran, you probably have a strong clue that these are likely to be the Yuan Ti.
That's not good.
So she's kind of describing these creatures, not knowing fully what they are herself.
That's an ancient evil upon this land and many others.
You are familiar with them?
Only in stories. I've never met a Yuan-Ti in person.
Yuan-Ti, you
Or
say?
at least not that I know of. An excerpt in Volo's guide suggests that the pure bloods can be mistaken for humanoids of other species.
Yes, there were some more human, as you say, than the others. Yes, they claimed to be some sort of follower of, what was it? The Scaled Mother. A deity of sorts. I do not know.
Scaled Mother.
But they spoke to you.
I have had some interactions. Some of them seemed friendly at the start, expressing an interest in excavating or restoring a temple within our domain. But at one point, some of the UNT seems more aggressive, I'm not sure, but fights broke out and eventually we were driven away, but not all of us. Some are still within the village and under arrest, being forced to work. I do not know. They seemed fine at first, so I had no reason to refuse their arrival. They seemed innocent to me, but sometime after we came upon a number of them, and they attacked one of the villages and killed most, but captured a large number as well. And I did not see it myself, but I have heard they were set up at our brooding pools and eating our eggs, refusing life for someone who has not even been born yet.
It is rather grim.
Indeed.
Hard to find any justification for such an act. Truly, this must be. Truly, this is a foe that we could perhaps take care of for you if it would allow you to return to giving your proper tributes to the keep.
We would honor the contract we have, of course, but being driven out of our main village area and away from the crab farming area, we have not been able to gather our usual shipments. So if this problem, this great unrest is solved, we can resume our usual agreement, and I am sure I can offer you a grand reward, or as grand as I am able to offer you. We have some coffers from our prosperity, and perhaps even I can bestow upon you some knowledge of sorts, but either way, I implore you, please, save the eggs at least.
We'll do everything we can to try to clear out these young tea, save the eggs, and hopefully rescue those captured.
Thank you.
Yes. I don't know if I speak for the rest of my party, but your plight has moved me, and we will do our best to assist you.
Yeah, eating the young doesn't sit right with me.
Yes.
At least fight the ones that can defend themselves.
She struggles to hold back tears and says, "Thank you. We are certainly isolated, but it seems an answer to our plight has come in the form of a brave group of adventurers."
Now, brave does not mean foolish. It would be unwise of us to go without getting the full picture of what we'd expect to find at your old village. You have a great many warriors here. How many of the serpent people can we expect to find at your brood pools?
There were maybe not as many as us, but they are larger, more powerful than us. That is their advantage. They also, some of them weave magics and have a certain way with words, it seems.
Spellcasters.
But
Yes.
I do not know how many specifically, but they are mighty and not to be underestimated.
Well, we have overcome the spell, the spellcraft of powerful hags in the near past.
Hags.
I'm sure we can handle some serpentine mages.
I'm not too sure of these hags, but I trust your capabilities. They seem to be set up at the brooding pools and throughout our village, where they keep many hostage, but the focus of their forces are at the temple.
With our few numbers, I don't know if we could save everyone. If we attack the brooding pool, they might just kill the hostages. Is there a way that you can, your people can assist us? We would gladly take the brunt of the fight. But
we have
if
tried.
you want to save your hostages as well, we'll need to be able to attack multiple fronts.
Perhaps a distraction, not a full-on fight, excuse me, so you don't lose any of your brave warriors. You said they congregate around the temple, perhaps starting a fire near it to make them worry and have them clustered in that area, while we proceed to eliminate those that terrorize the spawning pools and try to rescue the hostages.
The temple is a ways away from here. We have tried to push into the village, but they saw us coming, despite the difficult to traverse grounds between here and the village. We could masquerade another attempt as you sail past and enter through the crab farming area. I trust your sea captain would be able to take you that way, at least. Perhaps on
I'm
a
sure he
smaller
has the
ship.
skill, but I'm not sure if he'd have the motivation. We don't know what he's willing to risk for the keep. We can ask, though.
Yes, that is the plan I propose. We have already lost a great deal, and we are wary and not true warriors, like the Yuan Ti, as you call them. But we can masquerade a distraction on the front of the village as you sail around to the crab farming area. But I imagine you must make your way through the crab farming area and then push inland. There you will
I have
find.
another question.
Yes?
Without your attendance, will the crab farms be safe? I've heard they are quite massive. Should we expect trouble moving through the crab farms?
If you get close, they may try to eat you, I suppose, but it's because they are usually caged, but it has been some time since we were able to attend to them. Usually they are harvested before they get too strong and capable of breaking out of the cages, but as I said, it has been some time since we were able to tend to them.
We should expect trouble, even if we don't find it.
Wise words
That's
for
gonna be a
any
problem.
situation.
Oh, what time of day is it?
It's quite early on, but the area seems to be quite foggy. So it's early morning.
Should we make it a night raid? The Yanti, if I remember correctly, have dark vision like the elves. But it does only go so far, like the rest of dark vision.
I can give us dark vision that will far exceed anything that they have.
So yeah, you could use dark vision, but yeah, I'm not sure if that would penetrate through fog, but the fog seems to be primarily around the coastal area rather than inland.
Oops, didn't mean to put that up there.
Eyes of the dark.
Yes.
120 feet.
Yes, this fog will make it difficult. I was going to suggest perhaps a bit of a reconnaissance, getting in closer. We've done stealth missions before, pulled them off successfully, but this fog is going to make it extremely difficult.
Yes, well, perhaps you must ask your captain if he can provide transportation to the crab farm first.
Yeah.
I don't know what scaled roll is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cosmic Omen roll.
Yeah, sorry. At 6th level, I got a new ability called Cosmic Omen, and every day I have to roll a d20.
Ooh. What's
And
that
it
do?
changes depending if I get odd or even. Basically, it's like bardic inspiration, except it either can. It has. Let me find it for you real quick. Here we go. Here we go. I'll just
That
paste
just
it. There
sounds
we go.
crazy. Cosmic Owen.
Yeah. So today I rolled even. So whenever a creature you can see within 30 feet of you is about to make an attack roll, a saving throw, or an ability check, you may use your reaction to roll a d6 and add that number to the rolled total. And then woe does the opposite, where it subtracts.
Okay. Interesting. Well, yeah.
How many times can you do that? An unlimited amount?
Let me see.
Or is it like based on proficiency or
proficiency bonus? So
Yeah.
3 times a day.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Gosh,
Well, make sure you keep track of
Proficiency
that then.
bonuses.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, you can go back and speak to the captain, Ito Jans, and he'll say he'll use a little kind of rowboat skiff kind of thing to take you up to this crab maze, but that's as far as he'll go. So he'll take you to the crab farm area, and he'll drop you off there for you to head inland from that.
Would that mean we're swimming?
No, he'll be
Okay.
dropping you off where there's footing.
Okay.
And just to be safe, Kinor would have ritual casted his water breathing. You never know. It lasts 24 hours, and you never know. So.
Oh, yeah.
That's a ritual spell? Wow.
I'll ritual
It is.
cast Water Walk. Just in case.
Okay.
Also, everything just went gray for me. Is that
It's
true
fine.
for anyone?
Yeah, it's loading.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
just loading a screen for you if there's anything you want to do before heading over
Can
on
you
the
ritual
mission.
cast sex appeal?
Sex
I thought that was a permanent feature. Anyways, I'll say in a subdued tone, probably when we're back onto the boat. Has anyone worked with the Frogkin before?
Not directly, no. I'm sure we've traded with them before, but myself, I've never had direct connections.
Yeah, you'll be familiar with where the majority of the keep's seafood comes from. So maybe you'll have some passing hearing of the Gripply village. But
I admit to some
Nothing
trepidation when I first saw them. I know that there are a great many creatures that are strange in appearance, but normal to up unto themselves. It's just back at the Fenfire. Frogkin were tribal and very hostile creatures. I was wary to see them, even when they were presenting themselves as allies and not adversaries.
you're probably aware of like maybe the different types. So maybe you know there's also the Grung as well as the Gripply.
Yeah. On where I grew up, it was probably the Grung.
Okay. So yeah, the pond's mother promises to create some amount of a distraction from the land's approach. Typically, it would be quite hard to kind of make your way there, but yeah, the suggestion is that you go in through the crab farm, as it has been more or less quiet and abandoned. So, but yeah, as they said, the crabs are typically kept in cages, but usually they are harvested before they become too large and strong for the cages. But it's been some time since you kind of they tended to them. So yeah. you travel for let's see, 5 miles or so by sea, and then you kind of approach this area. So you see columns of stone with platforms built around them, connected by rickety looking gangways that touch the sea or disappear beneath the frothing waves. They're kind of arrayed in a very random, confusing way, as if maybe parts were built at different times or added on with not much thought. In the distance, you can see the marshy shore, and if you kind of gaze at one particular spot for a time, you swear you see dark shapes moving under the surface, and flashes of red carapace kind of draw your attention, and you get the feeling that this is probably not the safest place to be, but you've probably been through worse.
Well, it seems as if some of the crabs may have gotten loose. Azza, would you like to take point on this one?
So it's quite hard to see too far, but you imagine you would need to head east to get to the shore. So yeah, you can follow the kind of planks here, but
what is this?
So you could do a perception check there. Okay, 12. Let me see. So you kind of see this kind of big kind of enclosure. So at a guess, you can't be for certain. It could be just like a central point, but if you were a gambling man, you'd probably think that this is maybe a kind of holding area for the crabs.
Okay.
You guarantee I'll breathe underwater if something grabs and pulls me under?
Check something.
Yes, you'll be fine.
And you'll pop right back up anyway.
As long as it lets me go. Oh.
I'll be right behind you, Azza. Excuse me, Salam.
So yeah, you can kind of follow the pathways here, or you could probably just run across the water if you wanted. If you've got, did you get water walking or water breathing?
Both.
Both, okay. So yeah, it's up to you what you'd like to do and how you'd go about it.
No place will be safe as with these narrow passages, and they can come from either direction. But I suppose we could take the water.
So typically, so as a kind of hold up there, so typically you would have no problems with your sight, especially you, Salam, but the fog here is particularly thick, which is kind of obscuring your vision a little bit. So once you get inland, you feel the fog will be lessened and you'll have your normal sight. So yeah, as are you kind of leading here? Okay, so as you guys kind of approach this first area, can you all do a stealth check, please?
Oh, we're not sprinting? Alright. It's not like I'm gonna make less noise.
Well, if you're trying to like hot foot it, I guess it would be at disadvantage, but if you're wearing heavy armor, it would be disadvantage anyway.
I haven't actually moved that quickly. Yeah, disadvantage anyways, though.
Oh wow, Salam. Okay, so Azza, you are kind of leading the front here, and as you approach this kind of enclosure, the wood creaks noisily, and then you hear a commotion kind of erupt from within this kind of netted and kind of straw or whatever enclosure, and out from it suddenly bursts a number of giant crabs as promised. So we shall roll initiative as you are set upon by a number of giant crabs frothing at the mandibles.
These must be the young ones, because I was told that we could all fit inside. We're, as a group, meaty enough to be one crab.
Oh yeah, that's true. I did say that. It's
Probably
fine.
should have known better.
It's fine.
Probably should have known better to go straight for the crab nest.
Oh my god.
Ooh, rolling low today.
Oh,
It's
come
okay,
on, guys.
That's a
So
little bit big.
mine's actually going to be an 11
Okay.
because I have advantage on initiative.
I mean, normal
Shadow
crabs are
Whip.
pretty small, so this is
Your
like maybe
only
the
hope.
size of you. So maybe they're kind of big. So what was big for crabs? Anyway, maybe whatever. It's fine. Salam, what was that? 11.
11.
All right.
I
Okay.
was worried that they were huge creatures.
Yeah,
They're
maybe
large.
they're huge for crabs, but you know,
Yeah.
maybe that sea captain wasn't as keyed into fish. Well, this isn't. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, apparently. It's fine.
It's fine. Wow.
As long as they don't have magical claws.
Well, they rolled terrible. All right, Chadwick is up
18.
first. Okay, so Chadwick kind of
that's
calls out, what's happening up there?"
Cook these crabs, Chadwick.
He kind of squints and says, "Woof. Is that big? I
Yeah,
thought
but
that would be
don't
bigger."
cook. Don't cook.
Don't cook? Cook or don't cook? Fuck it, I'm gonna throw a fireball. I mean bolts. So he kind of
That's what I was
throws out
worried
a
about, is
fireball. So 16 is gonna hit that crab for
I
5
hate to ask
damage.
because it's gonna be more negative to us than against us.
Mhm.
But what are the effects of being in this dense fog? Is there penalties or any way?
It's just your vision, really. So your vision
my
range
sight.
is limited.
Roger and thank you.
So yeah, Kane, over to you.
Alright, seeing Chadwick is slinging some firebolts, Kane is gonna do the same, aiming at this top one up here.
Yeah, that's the same one Chadwick aims at. 19 hits for 16 fire damage. Nice. So yeah, you land a much more sizable firebolt at this crab, and you can see it is not looking good. A massive piece of its shell has been struck off, and you can see its kind of fleshy interior already kind of starting to cook, and it's kind of hobbling around, kind of writhing in pain. Over to Salam, if that's everything from you, Kane.
Yeah, Kane's just gonna take a step back and that's it.
Yeah, I'll go there and then I will attack with my flail against the one that they were striking already with the firebolt.
All right. "17 hits. 5 damage. Alright, so this one's already pretty roughed up, so you kind of swing your flail and bring it down, and with like a sickening crack, you cave in the rest of its shell, and you kind of just send like crab guts and crab flesh kind of flying everywhere.
Cool. And then I will just move up.
Okay, so we'll see if we can get through this little maze here, and then we'll probably finish off. So yeah, it's starting to get on, but it shouldn't take us too long to get through this bit. But yeah, so yeah, Salam, you're done. So the first crab will move up towards Azza and come at it with his crab claws. Snippy snips. 22.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it comes at you and it starts snipping at your kind of legs, and you kind of bludgeoning. You kind of feel it kind of grab onto your leg and kind of pin, like kind of start kind of pushing this pressure, and you kind of feel your skin start to break and kind of split apart where the crab claw grabs you. Okay, and so we go to this next one, which will move up towards Salam and attack him with his crab claw. That's gonna miss. And then the second one will attack Salam from where he is. And that's gonna miss as well, I imagine. And then we go over to Keenarin.
Okay, Keenerin will take a couple steps into the water here
Mm-hmm.
and fire at the one directly in front of. Wow, Salam. Wow,
Mhm.
brain fart. He'll shoot a firebolt.
All right.
Don't worry about it. I used to call him Salem.
Mm. All right. 14
That
doesn't
was just
hit,
you being a dick,
unfortunately.
though.
So yeah, the firebolt kind of
I didn't know.
goes
I mean, I did know,
sailing
but wrong.
over, and it kind of ducks down, flattens itself, and narrowly avoids the firebolts you cast.
Okay, but that'll be it for Keenerin.
Okay, Azza, you're confronted by this
Oh,
pinchy
14
crab.
missed.
Yeah. So this
Of
pinchy
shells.
crab comes at you. What do? It's already pinched your leg. What else is it gonna pinch?
Well, as long as I'm not actually grappled, I'll free myself from its grip with a step in.
I don't
Using
think
the
it
water
does.
walking will come this
Oh,
way.
yeah, it is. The target is grappled.
I am grappled. That is fine. I will kill it and then move.
Yeah, you could try and escape, or you can just kill it. Yeah, that works too.
With a snap, a steel greatsword appears in my hand, and I just try to drop it down twice. Keyword stupid thing. So here comes the attack rolls.
Alright, let's see how you do.
First attack.
17 hits for 10 slashing.
Do I need to hit again?
It's still standing.
Oh, come on.
You hit once, that's good. So yeah, you swing your great sword and you plunge it into its shell, and you feel it kind of make some depth, but as you try to pull out, you find your sword kind of stuck in the armor of the natural armor of this crab, and yeah, that kind of scuffs up your second swing of things.
Azza always has problems pulling out, so.
Yeah. Anything else?
There's a lot of little of Gwyneth's back home.
All right.
Oh no.
Anything else?
Anyways, nothing else.
Get a second wind.
No.
All right. Action surge. No. All right. We'll go over to Chadwick then. He'll move forwards, and he will cast Firebolt on the crab, and that's grappling Azza. He says, "I got your back, buddy," and he'll sling a Firebolt, which hits for 7 damage. And then we'll go over to Kane.
Would it be
Alright,
inappropriate
Kane.
to call him chum?
Yeah, good try.
Kane is going to firebolt the one holding Azza.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
All right, let's see. Sorry. 22 hits for 13. So it's the one attacking Azza, yeah?
Yes.
All right, so you send a second firebolt, which curves around Azza and strikes the crab from the side, blowing it to bits. And there's kind of just a crab claw left gripping onto Azza's leg.
I pinch.
All right, that's my turn.
All right, we'll go over to Salam then.
Yeah, I'll just attack the one in front of me.
Go for it. Yeah, that hits.
There we
11
go.
bludgeoning. Alright, so yeah, you swing your flail down. Again, you hear a crack. So you see the shell kind of cave in slightly, and it kind of writhes around and kind of chitters at you aggressively, but it is still standing.
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright, so the giant crab will kind of try and strike back at you there, Salam. 13,
Miss.
16 misses, and then the second one continues its attack at you. 12, that's going to miss as well. Over to Keenerin.
All right. Keener will shoot another firebolt at the one in front of Salam.
Mm-hmm.
No.
15,
15
hits, yeah.
All right.
So 9 fire damage. Okay. So yeah, you send a firebolt over, and it kind of strikes the side of the crab, scorching it. And Salam, you kind of have a strong smell of cooked crab washing over you. Smells pretty good. Anything else, Keenerin?
That's gonna be it.
All right, Azza, you're up.
Gonna let these crabs make a fool of me. I say. About to roll double ones.
It can happen.
So.
Is that with advantage, that one? 13.
Yeah, I was expecting it to ask me if I wanted advantage.
Yeah, you need to push Alt to do attack with advantage.
It asks me.
Oh, does it? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Okay.
doesn't ask me
Ask me
for
as
some
well.
reason.
I don't know about that then. Anyway, both of
Oh
those
my
miss.
god.
So yeah, you can...
Second attack!
Second attack. There we go. Oh my god.
Oh my god, dude.
I really should be keeping a journal of my rolls.
It's cursed. So, Azza kind of just like circles around this crab, and he's kind of just swinging his sword,
Dude,
and he's hitting
to the
nothing but
audience.
miss.
Never make one-liners. Dice hate one-liners.
Uh-huh. Anyway, both of those miss, so yeah, that's your turn done, unless you want to action surge
I'm
it.
done.
Okay, over to Chadwick.
Should cast Flaming Hands.
Uh-huh. So Chadwick will move up and cast Firebolt, and hit for 4 damage, and that will finish off that crab. One remains. Kane, you're up.
Firebolt that crab.
Mmm.
Crispy crunchity crab.
18 hits for 14
Man, you've
damage.
been doing good damage on these firebolts, dude.
Nice,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
So massive impact. You blow most of its face clean off, and like kind of crab meat starts like spilling out of it, but it's kind of teetering around a little bit.
Alright,
So,
that's my turn.
Salam, your turn. You got this dire looking crab kind of hobbling around.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack it with my flail.
Alright, 21 hits. Eight damage.
8 damage.
Yeah, you hit it, and it looks to be on death's door.
Oh.
So if there's nothing else, it'll kind of turn around and try and pinch at you.
Okay.
I got you.
Oh, that's
Is
gonna
that
hit.
is that
motherfucker.
on the nose? Yeah, 19.
Yep.
All right, so it turns around and kind of pinches at you. It kind of grabs
There
hold
goes
of
my
your
10 HP.
temporary HP. You kind of pinch and you kind of wince slightly, and you kind of just like look down at it distastefully. And then we go to Keenerin, and it's kind of like holding on to you as well.
Yeah, Keenorn will kind of weave another fireball and say, unhand him, please.
Okay.
Shoot a firebolt.
That's gonna miss.
He was too polite.
Yeah, Keenorn's just like, this firebolt is just not working out.
Yeah.
That'll be it.
Must be the mist. Over to
It could
Azza.
be.
Alright. Let's try this again.
Firebolt just never wants to hit.
Okay, there we go. So yeah, Azza, you see the giant crab monster attacking your comrade Salam, and you react with your great sword and you cut it clean in half, and the two sides of the crab kind of just open up, and all the innards, juicy innards, kind of spill out. There we go, and that seems to be all the crabs within that enclosure. So yeah, there's a number of kind of destroyed, burnt, slightly cooked crab corpses around you. If you wanted to spend
That
time,
was-
you could probably harvest some meat from them.
Damn it, that was embarrassing. I can only kill the half-dead one.
Kinor would like to get some of the meat.
Yeah, do
He's
a
always
survival
interested in
roll.
cooking. Sure. Survival.
Do you want some help harvesting?
Oh, that
Or
would be
you-
lovely.
Okay. So I'll help him.
Kane will help them as well, but with mage hand because he don't want to get his hands dirty.
Okay, so
Just stand
working
on
together,
guard.
you can probably get harvest like enough food for maybe 2 days rations of like crab meat.
Cool. Excellent.
Yeah, it seems like pretty good stuff. Some of it might be a bit like already cooked and mangled from the firebolts in the fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, this enclosure seems to be dealt with. You kind of look around and you see another one off to the distance here. I think. Yeah, is that in your range? I think so.
Yes, it is. I can see it.
I kind of have to go.
Okay.
I know we're kind of up against the time, but
Yeah.
I have something I have to do. So
That's fine. Yeah, so
sorry, guys.
that's fine. There's not really much else
Yeah.
going on here. So let's say you kind of make it the rest of the way through this crab maze, and then we'll kind of pick up with kind of getting to the shore next time. So yeah,
Cool.
do you have anything to shout out before you go quickly?
Yeah, just come watch me stream. I've been streaming Dark Souls 3 and some D&D prep, and then I have a D&D game that I DM on this Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern at swizzle_13. So I'll post that in the chat real quick.
Nice. Excellent. All right, yeah, thanks for joining us, Swizz. Yeah, so I'll see you on Thursday.
Yeah, see you guys all on Thursday. Thanks for the game as always.
Yeah,
That
no
was
worries.
awesome, Acheron.
Excellent, good stuff.
Say it is.
Yeah. So yeah, basically you guys will kind of work your way towards the kind of tail end of this. You could probably circumvent the kind of crab enclosure up there with your kind of water walk. And it might be kind of difficult to traverse, but any kind of potential mishap will be kind of negated by the water walk. So this is kind of pretty easy to get to. But yeah, so you guys will basically make your way over to the shore up here.
Sweet.
Yeah. And that's where we will pick up next time. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Anyone else got anything to shout out?
I'm gonna drop. I'll see you guys
Yeah.
later.
See you later, man.
Bye, Swizz.
Bye, Swizz.
Peace.
So anyone else got anything to shout out?
Nope.
Hey, the only thing I've got is come by twitch.tv/Hakkensprachen for our Thursday game. Playing Icewind Dale, we just got into Chapter 7, which is the final chapter of the module.
Yeah, looking forward to more of that. Nice. Good. Yeah, so sorry for the technical difficulties partway through that. It happens. Hopefully it won't happen again. And yeah, drop a follow, join your Discord down below. And yeah, I'll see you on Thursday over on Hawk's channel. And on Sundays we'll be doing a Waterdeep Dragon Heist campaign where I'm a player with a different group. And yeah, we'll be back here on Tuesday for more Candlekeep mystery goodness to find out what's up with these dastardly Yuan Ti. What are they up to this time? So yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, take care and see you next time. Bye bye.